Good morning and welcome everybody. My name is Hannelore. I'm a consultant in business creation and business takeover. I'm working at the Chamber of Commerce and Industry in Montpellier. We are very glad to have you with us this morning, talking about starting a business in France. I warmly welcome Christophe CHUECOS-FONT. He's a chartered accountant at Septiméo expertise. So Christophe, thank you for being here. Just could you please tell us more about you and Septiméo expertise?
Good morning, everybody. My name is Christophe. I was working in different business for 20 years. And during that time, I spent 2 years in London as well. It was 20 years ago, so I just forgot a couple of
It was yesterday then.
Yesterday, yes. And 10 years ago, I started the accountancy because I'd like to advise companies and project holders as well to just start business. That's why I'm here. Okay, and we're based in Montpellier.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Christophe. So just let's talk about starting a business in France.
The main thing to understand at the beginning is our business is built in two grounds. We've got the project in one side and the project holder on the other side. The project, the most important for you because you are talking about for years and maybe for weeks or anyway for hours at least. I mean, is you must have an idea, business plan could be. You know the market you want to work with. This is the I will say like the easy part.
So if I do understand that if there is no idea, no market, and then there is no business.
No business.
Okay. Okay. That's easy.
That's easy. And the other thing works too. I mean, we have to, you have to think about yourself. I mean, the project holder will be the backgrounds you come with, and at the same time, the network and the relationships you have, because you have to put the project in the environment you build. That could be the professional one or the personal one.
So if I understand, it's the idea is as well important as the project holder, so myself.
Yeah, because we
these two things to have they go together.
Yeah, the thing is, many people can have an idea. The thing is, the project will works or not because of you. This is the most important thing. So you have to be sure for the idea you and the business plan you want to create at the beginning, if you can do and how you can do it.
Okay, so just a little thing is before you're starting anything, you just have to check up your background. That's right. Yeah. And what will be very important as well is to check up your relationship.
Yes.
Because relationship, what does it help? What does it mean? What does it mean, the relationship? Is that important as
yeah, we got two sides. The personal one is the people you know in your personal life because of your family and maybe your activities, hobbies and stuff like that. And the other one, the professional one, has to be built. Usually we need 3 years to have a good one. But you can start because you are working in this company or you have like this, maybe the CCI could be like the first one. And when you've got these two networks, it helps you to find people who will help you, to find maybe money, to find ideas beside yours and side of it.
That's the reason why. So if I have, for example, a brother who is working, he's a web designer, so I'll call him and he can help me.
Yeah, you're starting well, yeah.
And we'll make it for free. He will make it for free. That's sure.
not only for free, but you can trust them.
Okay.
It is the most important one, people you can trust in.
Okay, I understand. So the next one.
Yeah, to create your business, you have to go step by step, which is like the main idea. The easy one.
So you don't run, you just go slowly one step after
Yeah,
another.
the thing is, one step go before another.
Okay.
The step one is to assess your strengths and your weakness. What I used to say is like, it's not mine, it's Scarwell. Be yourself. Sorry. Everyone else is already taken. I mean, don't try to be someone else or to copy something. Just because you got your own network, you got your own personality, your own strengths. Just check, make a list, and then you start with this.
So first of all, I have to make an inventory about all my strengths and my weaknesses.
Exactly.
But what would you call, what is a strength?
Good question. Strengths could be the experience you have in this kind of business. For instance, if you were working in that kind of job, could be as well the personal ones, because you maybe you speak like 4 languages or stuff like that.
No, only 3.
Only 3. Yeah. So it's starting well. Because you want to make your business online, and you will have like maybe customers all over the world. So it's good to. Mm-hmm. You can have as well your studies, because you do laws or accountancy or stuff will help you. This could be the strength, and maybe a good network could be a strength too.
So, and what could be a weakness then?
The strength you don't have.
For example.
Weakness could be maybe the lack of laws, maybe you don't know the place well, because for instance, if you are from London or other places, you come in Montpellier, you don't know like other people, the network, maybe the way to work. It's your first time in France. How does it work? This could be a weakness as well compared to others.
Okay. Okay then. Just the questions to all who are listening to us. Who already did inventory his strengths and weaknesses? It would be quite interesting to know that.
Yeah.
So don't hesitate to answer, please. So next step.
Step 2. Once you finish the step 1, which is the easiest, not every time, but could be. The step 2 is to build a team. To build a team means we were saying at the beginning that you need a project, of course, and you are the one holding the project, but you cannot do it by yourself. This is the main thing. You have to be surrounded by people you want.
So it means I cannot create my business with it all alone. It's not possible.
Yeah, sure you can. You can. The thing is, maybe the way you will take at the beginning won't be the easiest or the shortest or the less expensive, and you have to step back before.
Okay.
So the good advice is start with a team, and then if you are really sure that you can handle by yourself, in that case, just leave the team and follow yourself, but do not start alone.
Okay.
It will be quite difficult, and once you will realize that you are not able to do this part, it will be quite late and quite expensive, because you have to step back and you will lose time and time is money.
Yeah.
You will say.
So what could be a team?
A team could be 20 persons. Now a team is at least the banker, because
always the banker.
The money. The banker, because you have the banker is quite easy to find. You got plenty all over the place. The thing is, the banker in a trusty one. So you can trust him, and the banker who believes in your project. Because when you will need help from him, and I'm sure you will, or at the beginning for investment, or maybe therefore, you have to keep this relation. Donc, the difference is you have to make the difference between a supplier, just give you service for money, and a partner. So the team is with partners. Partners, the people who believe in the product, who believe in you, and even people who want to help you to grow up. This is the one. So you got the banker. Of course, you got the accountant. This is me. Because you will need someone to organize and traduce the numbers from the project and maybe explain to the bankers and the others. And then the accountant will always will help you as well. Will help you to find the best way to go straight to the objectives and the target you want.
Okay.
Then you've got, could be the lower. The lower for contract, sale conditions, even if you take, for instance, you want a shop and you will have a contract to get the rent. So it's very important to read it. The banker could do it, the accountant could do it, but I prefer to give this part to the lower, not the specialist on.
It's his job.
Yeah.
It's a specialist.
And the same thing. The banker you will need all day long. The accountant as well. The lower maybe not, but when you will need it, you will need it for sure and for like hard stuff. So it's quite good to have one as a partner as well, more than a supplier.
Okay.
And the best one?
That's us. The best one is CC Assistance. So we what are we doing? We offer trainings. We will help you to build your business plan as well.
Yeah.
And we help you to search for funding. And we also matriculate your business.
Yeah, which is quite
important.
This is the first step. The next steps, I will say.
So.
Step 3. This step, so you understand now you need a team. It's quite easier to go with a team. Starting when you are in France and you have to start your business in France, problems are coming up.
Just a question, excuse me, please. Yeah. People always say that the rules in France are so much different than in other countries. Is it really true or just a miracle or whatever?
More to it than one. It's more than true. I mean, I've been traveling a lot. I work in other countries. France is like the first one for rules. We've got plenty of rules. Okay. And the other thing, which is quite difficult at the beginning, is we've got a lot of words, and one word can explain the same thing than the other word, but with a little difference. So it's quite. Sometimes you are thinking that you understand the word, but it's not that easy. We've got so many words for only one thing, and the rules and the laws are picking the good words for them, not for you.
So that we can talk about French exception, is it?
Yeah. Yes. And the thing is, in France, we've got so many rules. It's kind of when you've got antivirus for the computer. If you take like the best one, it's so good, then you cannot work because it's like just
just cut up everything.
Cut up the traffic. We are more or less the same thing with the French rules. We've got so many rules that it takes a lot of time to go through. And that's why at the beginning, it's better to be helped because we need like more people to go in and people who knows step to do.
The specialists, and then go to the lawyer or the accountant. These are really the
Yeah.
specialists. And if I need help, if I start my business, then I have to go. I really have to go then.
Exactly. But then if you go, if you are looking in Germany, you got like for society, you got GmbH, which is more or less like 90% off. If you go to the States, you got like the limited or not. And when you arrive in France, you got 50 or 60 companies possible. Usually we used to choose between 3 or 4, but it's more like to go an easy way and a quick one.
Okay.
But we can choose if you are like in medical or in association and stuff. You got plenty of different ones.
How much are there?
Be 60, 70.
No, you're joking.
Yeah, no. At least we can have plenty, and each of them are different rules.
Mhm.
Sometimes they are looking quite similar. The rules are not, and we have to be very careful about the things you put in the status. For instance, we've got the kind of company, the kind of duty you want to do, because the duty will depend on CCI or depend maybe
Chambre de métier, voilà.
Chambre des métiers as well, Chambre de commerce or profession libérale. Enfin, it could be different just because the words. For instance, you start a business, you have to, you want to repair computers and sell them. So if you put at the beginning, I want to repair and I want to sell, the status will say, I repair first. So the thing is, you won't be only in the CCI, you'll be in the Chambre des métiers too. If you just swap the words and you take, I want to sell them, and maybe I will repair them afterwards. So you are just selling, so you just the CCI. I mean, just because you swap the terms, you will have like different rules to apply.
So you see, it's really not easy to start your business in France. It's really not easy.
It's not easy.
And the more you're talking about, the more it seems to be complicated.
Yeah, the thing is, you have usually when you start and you want to create a business, you have to put all the time you need for your project and less time for, I would say, papers. So the good thing is build a team at the beginning, give the papers in people you trust to help you, and focused on your business model and the idea you want to develop.
So I was asking myself, but I'm not asking the question anymore because I really understood that it's absolutely primordial to work with a lawyer and an accountant. Would you say that?
Especially at the beginning.
Okay.
Afterwards, you can, if you want to everything is settle up, and you want to just manage by yourself, you can try to. No problem.
Okay.
It's not the good way to do, but it's possible to do.
Okay. So start with a lawyer and an accountant. That's really okay.
Yeah.
That's the advice we can go. Okay. The next step, what is it?
This is my favorite. Step 4.
I don't really understand that.
This is the good one, because once you got the idea, once you know who you are, your strengths and weakness, now you got your team, you're ready to go. I mean, start talking and jump.
Okay, then. So I do have to make a business plan.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Because the business plan is getting two possibilities. The first one is it will help you to know if the business is just okay to do.
Okay.
Maybe you won't get money off. So you have to just do the business plan and say, okay, in that way, this will work, because you need money, wages, and all this stuff. And the other way is, the other part is the business plan will help you as well to go and ask for money, because bankers and other partners want to know if the business will be okay with money. So you need the business plan for two sides. One for you, where you will go, and one for the bankers and staff. Maybe the business plan is quite different between the partners you need.
Okay, so if I go to a banker, he always will ask me for a business plan. Okay.
If you need money, 100%. If you don't need any money and you start by yourself, I will say it's possible as well. But if you can, ask for money, even a little bit, but ask for money, because in that position, you will give the business plan to the banker and he will look at it and he will tell you if you are in the good condition to succeed or not.
Okay, just a little word to try to work on your business plan. Just to explain, the CCE, we also offer an accompaniment, and which will help you to structure your business plan.
Yeah, I used to work with as well. It's easier for us when people are help at the beginning, help on the main idea, the market. The CCI knows all the market of the place, and then we can just put all this in a business plan and say, okay, with the market, the possibilities, the money I've got, the money I need, I've got a business plan. And then when we look at it, we can just manage it to go and present to the bank.
So you will work more on the budget. As an accountant, it's your specialty. And then, as you said, to finance a budget, so you just said to loan, but love money. What is love money?
Love money is the money you can find in your family, you can find in your personal network. Could be. Usually, most of the people starting the project minimize the money we need. Because we try to do with as less as we can. Depends on the project, but my advice is just be sure to have 2 or 3 months, maybe 6 months in advance in the growth you want to do. And maybe you will need more money. So you can go to the bank for the loans. You can go to the love money and the people will help you at the beginning. Even if you don't put all the money at the same time at the beginning, but you keep it on the side and you don't have to go 2 or 3 months afterwards and say, oh, okay, it's quite difficult. I didn't think that. Okay. You've got your own money because you finished a business, or you've got your money on the side. You can ask for crowdfunding, and then you can have all other possibilities, especially with subventions or stuff you can ask. You necessarily can help you.
Of course, yeah.
And because once again, it's quite difficult. You can have money from friends, from Europe, but you have to be in that case, or you have to do this before, or you have to be. It's quite complicated.
It is. It's right. It's quite complicated to get help, subventions. For creating a business, just want to advise, go and ask, come to us and ask if it's possible for you.
Sometimes you're surprised.
Yes, it is. It is quite surprising sometimes, especially with the European help.
Yes.
But you won't be able to get European money on your own. Huh?
No, I tried.
It's quite impossible. Let's say that. So go and get help. Once again, come to the team. Go and help and ask your team and get surrounded by specialists. They will ask all of your questions. But I have got another question. You are talking about accountant, you are talking about banker, but how do I find a good accountant and how could I find a good banker? I
will say, back to the beginning, be sure it will be a partner more than a supplier. So at least you have to choose between 2 or 3. You can find in your network and relationships as well. And then find someone who you are feeling comfortable with. Because your company is like kind of part of your life. maybe
It's my baby.
yes. Yes. So you will have you have to be sure you've got someone interesting, because you have to talk about your babies, which is quite more important and very important.
Okay.
You don't like you don't find someone to look after your baby like just in a ball. Okay, could be. I go to the balls, but the thing is, be sure that the relationship and the feeling is getting well.
Okay.
Because you need someone you can ask, you can call, and he will give you back like the best advices.
So once I've got my first appointment with a banker or accountant, and I don't have the feeling, you would say it's better than I go to another one.
In business, we used to say, like, if you are adopt, don't do it.
Okay.
Okay. And for sure, you can find one close to you. You don't have to go because your family is, I don't know, in Russia. You don't have to find a banker in Russia. Well, Russia is not a good example. In other country, okay, or in other place. Maybe if you want to see the lower, you say, okay, I will take it one in Montpellier or Oran or in my city. Okay. Could be like the simple one, but be sure at least the feeling. Yeah, the feeling. That's why it's good to see one or two or even three and say, okay, he understood the project. He could help me in that point or in that one, because all the team, all the person in the team has got the same weakness and strength. So you can find the good for you. Okay.
I just have a question which is arrived. Christophe. Alors, he's another Christophe.
Okay.
Another Christophe. He's
a good feeling.
Yeah. So maybe a new client. So he asked, is it possible to figure out which company status I should declare myself without the initial help of an accountant or a lawyer? I clearly understand I will need them both in the near future, but I'm in the process of finalizing my business plan and need to input a company status within the plan. So if I understand, his question is, he's working about his business plan, and now he wants to finish his business plan. He has to choose the legal status.
Can do it by himself.
Yes.
Okay. I will say no. But
well, we are in France. There is always the but.
Now the thing is, we organize services to help people in that case. For instance, between the CCI and the accountancy in Montpellier, we've got like free rendezvous for free. You can have 3 of them. You can have even in the CCI every month. You can meet an accountant for free and ask all the questions. So if you got this for free, do not hesitate.
Don't hesitate. Don't hesitate,
okay.
Christophe. I would say to you, just send us a mail. So we can give you all the informations.
The thing is, the statues are like, if I compare, I'll take the picture of, like when you want to build a house, you have to do the plan, and the plan has to be like stamped. If the plan is not good, you cannot do anything else. And every time you want to do a window there or a door, you have to make the plan different, or you have to pay for that and stuff. It would be like a lot of problem afterwards. The statues are the same. Once you put the statues on the system, you cannot change it. Every time you have to change one word, for instance, when I talk about the computers, if you want to just swap the 2 terms, it's too late because the statues are.
Oh, you have to pay.
Or you have to pay, and sometimes even if you pay, you got the chambre de métier, you got the chambre de métier.
Okay.
So it will take like time to change everything. So it's better to just think about at the beginning, even if I know it could take time, but you will, I guess, waste a little bit at the beginning time, but you will win a lot afterwards, and even problems and good nights, because if not, you are because this doesn't work, and especially I used to try.
So it's your own experience.
Yeah, with English, I would say English project holders. And the thing is, the way in France are quite different. So they are thinking, they were thinking that it will be quite easy because on the internet I've got plenty of information. The thing is, in France, the laws change 3 or 4 times a year. So if you go into the internet, you know the last one, maybe you can ask for the wrong one.
Really, they are changing 3, 4 times a year.
Yeah, we've got the text. We usually published end of December, and 4 or 3 times during the year, we've got the new ones coming up for December afterwards. And maybe end of December, the text, the final one is different from the one we see 2 months before.
That's fun.
Yeah.
So once again,
we used to spend a lot of times reading actually all the text and stuff, just to be sure that the text is okay for the project you have.
Okay, you see, don't start your business on your own. Get help, but an accountant by an accountant. And Christophe said, thank you. Christophe will be seeing soon. Christophe. So
the thing is, I don't want to be scary about just the thing I see. The best advice is be helped at the beginning and then do what you want. But at the beginning, I've seen so many people starting and getting through and then say, oh, I need this. Oh, I don't have this. Oh, I need this number. Oh, I could. And if you are not with you at the beginning, it's quite difficult afterwards to think why, what do you want to do? Why don't you tell me before? No, that's it's not to be scary. You can do it by yourself if you want, but the best advice is be a team at the beginning and then you can go by yourself. Even maybe simply the rendezvous at the CCI for once a month, you go to the rendezvous. Even you can go to an accountant as well. It's called a free rendezvous. You can have for free, you ask questions. Maybe this will be enough to start, but without any mistakes.
Don't start your business on your own.
Not in France. Or if you go in London, quite easier.
Okay, then we come to step 5.
This is the last one.
Seems quite interesting as well.
Okay. This is the bonus one. Step 5, by yourself. What we used to see now is we've got a lot of help from green projects. So green means you got like the E, the S, the G. E is for the planet, environment. The S for social. I mean, who I am, what kind of supplier I choose, what kind of client, customers I want to deal with. This is quite important as well. Maybe the suppliers are just quite around, which is good for the planet as well. And the governance, what kind of people are in the company. For small companies or for you do on your own, you don't need like a big gym. And these standards will help you as well. I said to the bank, customer, suppliers, and team. To the bank, if you go to the bank or you need like money from Europe, if you have a green approach, you can have the loan less expensive. You can have more money. You can have maybe money other project won't have. That's the point. I'm thinking is quite interesting to keep the head. Maybe if you don't do at the beginning this one, you can think about it because it will help you. And I guess for the future we need.
But there we are talking about the real green attitude. It's not the greenwashing.
No.
Okay.
Real attitude.
It's a real green attitude.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And we started to see. We start to see the way of even the government change because I guess in a couple of years we will be able to give you like a business plan with numbers and business plan with environmental impact and stuff.
Okay.
Okay, I think if you start now, it's quite easier to be ready for tomorrow.
So you would say people have to think about ESG standards before starting your business, because once they have started, it will be much easier to integrate them in their future. Mm-hmm.
Okay, yes.
But if I don't care, what happens?
Nothing. Nothing today. Nothing today, because this is kind of 2 steps forward. I mean, this is thinking for tomorrow.
Okay.
But the thing is, most of the projects we are looking after today are thinking about it anyway, because we want to be sure like the project is paper free, or is like good for the planet, or better than this one.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe about the car, or maybe about the people I want to deal with, because they are close to me. I don't have to do like 200 kilometers to see it.
Or buy something in China.
Yeah.
Okay.
All these things, and I guess you will be ready for tomorrow.
Mm.
But you can start your business without any concern about this.
Okay.
This is not a point like.
Okay, but in a general way, it's much better to prepare from just right from the beginning.
Yeah.
So I'll be ready once new laws would come out.
Yeah. And for the bankers and all the people helping you in the team, I think this kind of thinking could be helpful as well.
Okay. Well, we are just coming at the end of our webinar. Who has got any questions about Christophe, maybe? Who knows?
Or the CCI.
Or CCI. I'm just looking which questions are coming in. Somebody asked if he can have the slide from this webinar. No, you won't have the slide, but it's registered and you can watch it in YouTube. So we won't send the slides from the webinar. Excuse me, please. So there are no any. Hold on a minute. So no, there are no more questions. So thank you.
Oh, we've got the mail. So if you got any question afterwards, after a good night, you can use the CC or even my mail, and I can find.
So thank you so much for being here this morning. Thank you, Christophe. It was a real pleasure to have you with us this morning here at the CCE. I wish you have a nice day. And of course, see you at Place Creative at December 7th. Thank you too much.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.